Here comes the boat. Now, hey guys, Wheatywaffle here today, and we are back in Cities Skylines 2 playing our city of Lethe. In the last part, we did a ton of public transportation work. We did stuff with the trams, with the buses, with the boats, with the, what else? With the trains, with the subway. The boats we never got working. And before we jump into anything else, someone said I should be able to just pull from off the map. So here's what we're going to do, because I don't think I can build this. Exceed city limits. But if I anarchy this, I know it's not ideal, but if I anarchy this and I send the boats this way, this should allow our boats to have an outside connection and begin to work. Let's see if that's real. This is also incredibly tight. But you know what? If it works, it works. All right, I think we're now back in our land. So we can turn off anarchy and see, like, does this actually fit? Ooh, but we have bridges. We know what? I'm going to keep anarchy on because this is not actually going to be used. I'm not connecting to the outside world. This is solely so that we can get our internal ferry working. This goes this way. This goes this way. This goes here. Now, if boats do use this, then maybe one day we'll go back and we'll fix all the bridges. But truly, this is just to get this functioning correctly. Because now, with that connected in there, turning anarchy back off and quitting out of this, I should be able to turn all of these back on. And all of these, I mean these two. Okay. And then, let's see here. If I go to passenger ship, here, to here, and back to here. That's it. Bam. I do want to change the color of this. Boats. Okay, great. And then we're going to change this. I like that, like, deep purpley color they have going on. That is a great color. Yeah, something like that. Oh, perfect. Okay. So now we should have boats. Do we? Oh my goodness. Here comes the boat. Now, is this boat overkill? I mean, is the size of that boat insane for like what's happening here? Yes. Can I have any control over that? No, because I have absolutely no way to make ferries, which is what this is supposed to be. So suspend disbelief for a moment, and we're going to pretend this is actually a ferry. So what is this? An extra pier, an additional pier that allows for another ship to dock. Oh, that's cool. I don't need that though. And then what's this? Transit terminal, an integrated bus station and taxi stand that allows direct bus and taxi traffic to and from the harbor. Okay, please hold. Do we have any bus routes over here yet? Not yet over here. And in the next part, my goal is to work on Capital City. I have a lot of ideas there. And we don't really have any buses over here either. So here's what I think we do. At least for this one, build in this bus route. And because we have this area here, which is all industrial, people work here, I think we need some buses in this space. So if you came down here, we could have a bus right here that would then also go up this way and maybe stop here as well. It would connect into here, then come back out. It could come up this windy road, maybe connecting right here, and then it could maybe connect into this. Do I like that? I think I do. On the way back, it would also stop here, come on down, and then maybe it would stop right over here. All right, so let's see. We go from here to here, into here, which I recognize that's a much larger bus terminal, and I should have a lot of routes there, but for now, this will be just fine. We are going to share a few of these connections up to here where it turns, and then somehow it will turn around and come back down this route. Is it going to restop in there? Why not? Let's have it stop in there twice and then come back over here. And for now, that's all we're going to do over here. That's just to kind of do a little proof of concept here. But we'll see if we get any people using this. We've got 70 employees, no passengers waiting, but only time will tell. There is a car here. Do we have anybody come in this direction? Oh, there's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. We're going to see how this goes. Has that boat arrived yet? Not yet. The boat is only here. You can do it, buddy. I mean, could you imagine taking this cruise ship from one side of the harbor to the other? Just absurd. What we're actually going to do today, in the last part, I ended the episode. If you stayed to the end, you saw that I asked which areas we should put the bus, and or not the bus, the airport. We had Area 1, Area 2, Area 3, and then Area 4. You guys were no help. There was 5 votes for Area 1. There was 5 votes for Area 2. There were 5 votes for Area 3. Some of those votes were people saying, I like 1 and 2, or I like 2 and 3. I guess all we know is that nobody wants the airport over here. But now we want to put the airport somewhere over here. I think the best place for it, after reading everyone's feedback and thoughts, would be to do the highway or do the airport right here, kind of in between 1 and 2. Originally, I was thinking here or here, but a few people suggested, what if you just did it in the middle? We could then connect the highway all the way around, potentially, and then build out some of these areas around where this airport is. So I think the first thing we have to do is purchase all of these tiles. Done. At some point, I would think we're going to hit the negative, but it might not happen. We have a pretty strong economy, and we're going to hope that it stays that way. I mean, I say that, probably screwed myself over, but I'm thinking we have a pretty strong economy. All right, so let's look at the size of this airport. It's pretty big. What's the grade look like? Oh my gosh, the grade is almost perfect here. So what I think could happen is if I scroll in here, this is kind of like a dip, it looks like. It's almost like this and this might be similar heights, and there's just a dip in the middle. No, I think it goes down and then it stays. Okay, okay. I think we build this. I mean, right off the bat, this is pretty flat. So this main section of the airport could go over here. We would just want to make sure there was enough room. If you can see, I can't zoom in because I'll lose the focus, but very faintly, and I'll highlight it when I'm doing my editing, but very faintly there are these dashed blue lines coming out of one of the ends, or both of the ends, I guess, of the airport, which is showing you kind of where the planes are going to be coming in and out. And so I don't know what kind of impact that has on roads, and if I can only get the roads so close to that. I've not built an airport yet in CS2, but I think there's something we have to consider there. We kind of have a sense of what we got to do. I think we take this size here. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. We're going to perfectly flatten this out because this is an airport. So we want this to be nice and flat. And then I think we're going to take this and go just like this. Flatten all of this into a rectangle. All right, so we're going to place this here. Now, the connection is on the opposite side because we have 2 options, really. We could place one connection this way. I think the challenge with this is it would cause my highway interchanges to need to quickly both come off the highway and then feed into the airport. Whereas if I go this way, I've got a bit more room to work with getting the roads connected into the airport. And I just like how this sits a bit better. So let's place this right here. Are we happy with it? 750,000. Let's do it. All right, so now we have an airport. Oh, man. She actually looks pretty nice. What are some of the expansions while we think about it? Business lounge. Business travelers have an easier time at the airport, increases the attractiveness of the city. It adds this little section here. Yeah, let's do it. Cargo terminal provides storage space for cargo, and the integrated rail tracks and the truck terminal allow for cargo to flow with ease. Whole nother section over here plus rail. We're doing that for sure. And then what is this? Airport services, small shops, restaurants, and kiosks for passenger convenience, increases the comfort level of the airport, but also increases the water and electricity consumption slightly. This just is an add-on, but it doesn't seem to add any new material, which is fine. Let's get a quick check on our electricity. Totally good. Water and sewage, totally good. Great, 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 great. And then we've now unlocked both passenger airplane line tool and cargo airplane line tool. All right, so step one, I think what I'd like to do, at least over here, is increase this brush size and see if we can smooth this out somewhat nicely. It looks relatively integrated. This is a bit of a hill here, but we'll be able to... Do you hear the sound of the land moving tool, even though I'm not moving land? There we go. We fixed it. Okay. How do we connect this up? There is a lot of land here that we could build on. So having a highway come forward could be somewhat valuable, but also at the same time, I feel like if I'm building down here, I could just have a highway exit that comes off this main highway, and this could mainly be an avenue. So I think that's what we do. I think where we're going to go here is first, I think we need a 2-lane road that goes along the front of the airport. Just like so. I think next to that 2-lane road could be a 4-lane avenue. Okay. Which I think for the sake of running along this airport would just go straight. Are there any natural resources over here, by the way? Bit of farming we could leverage. Okay, nothing too crazy. But this would give us, we could then connect this in, this 2-lane road. So if we were to take this and we were to go... Oh, wait. That's continuous. Hold on. We want this one. Go like this. We can connect that in like so. And especially if this is a 1-lane road, this almost functions as a highway in some respects. Or, excuse me, a one way. So if we change this to being like this, then over here, we turn off the traffic light. We turn off this crosswalk. We turn off any right turns. And I think here we also turn off the crosswalk. So it kind of functions like a bit of a highway exit, and Park Street almost becomes some form of highway. So then we take Park Street and we begin to wrap it around the side of the airport. Bring it out like this and bring it to here. Yeah. Oh, it's becoming fall. Ooh, I love fall in this game. It's very fun. All right. For the moment, I think I have no issue with getting rid of our interchanges. Or our, not interchanges, our highway entrance and exits. All right, so I'm going to keep anarchy on for this section because we do have this like boat route. What is this actually called in the game? Narrow seaway. All right, we have this seaway through a river. And so I got to make sure that we can still get this built. I'm going to keep anarchy on for this. And I want to, let's reduce this down. I want to try to keep this as flat as possible, but I do also recognize we got to get over this road. If I go right here, I mean, that's over the road, I think. Let's see how that actually looks like in practice. Is that high enough? It looks decent. No. Not high enough for the semi-truck. Okay. Maybe 3.5 up? Oh, no, that's now saying -7. Either way. Pause. All right. That's a bit too high. At 7.5. How does that look? Looks perfect. A little high. It will do. And then right here, we need to make a quick adjustment in that it's not perfect. The parallel tool. But if we were to take this from here and give it just enough of a run, you wouldn't be able to see the kind of separation there. Okay, that looks much nicer. Now I've got to get this connected into here. I'm already thinking I back this up a bit to that initial curve, and then we'll get it connected here in a moment. Let's go back to parallel. Let's reduce, actually no, I'm happy with where that's at. Oops. Did not mean to go straight. What we want to do, turn on this curve. Maybe we do complex actually. Bring it out to here, bring it over to here. And if I bring it down to the ground, which is right here, it's -2.9, which is not terrible. So I think we do that. And I like that we get this nice retaining wall. Oh, that's great. All right, so then even back this up further, and we're going to connect these directly into this road. So this, I think this could just honestly be a curve. Just like so. There would definitely be no crosswalk here. I also don't think there'd be any lights. You can just feed right in. This just becomes an extension of that highway. Now, let's get this all reconnected. So things that we know, we need to take an exit off of here, connect it up and in, and I think I actually want to send this further back. Because this is airport, there's not going to be a ton here we're going to use this space for. So what I wouldn't mind doing is connecting it like really, really long. Give this a really long exit so that we don't have to build another. So we don't have to build another bridge. I am thinking turn anarchy off for this section. Go ahead and upgrade this to 2, 2, and this right here needs to be 2. So go ahead and turn anarchy back on. Nope, that's not what I wanted. We basically want this to move to like right here. There we go. Okay, anarchy's back off again. Whew. This is always more challenging than you think it is when you start. I guess this could be playing. There's no reason it can't be doing its thing. All right, I think this exit is going to come from here. Comes up and over. Really long sweeping exit that then connects into our road here. I don't know what it's doing with those shadows. That's not good. It's a bit better. Okay. From here, we're also going to need an exit. So I think we take this off of here. We essentially bring it almost straight on down. And then from here, we can connect up and in. Let's bring this close to the highway and then send it over. Great. That has been connected. Do I need other connections here? Like if I come off here, I can go this way. But if I come off here, I can't actually go the other direction, which we would like to be able to do. So this needs to be able to go to the left as well. Oh my gosh, this is where I always get so confused. All right, if I'm coming off this road, I can go this direction. But if I want to go to the left and go to the right, but if I want to go to the left, I need to be able to go loop around and come over this direction without coming down here and then turning around and going back out. The best way for me to do that would be to maybe just use a pre-built one. I don't know if I have this in me today, but I'm also afraid that this area is going to get so much usage that like I need to make sure we've got a decent connection. Here, we could have you come around like this and do kind of something similar to, what's it called? Like a clover leaf? A 4-leaf clover? So let's bring this up 3 to here. Yeah, and then like send this over this way. And do something like that. Not terrible. Now, they're going to be sisters, not twins, because there's no way I'm going to be able to rebuild that same curve. Wow, that's even worse. Let's redo this one more time. Let's see. If we were to come off of here at a 40 degree, let's do 45 degree angle. We've gone out 56. We now bring it over to 100. Bring it down. Come out 56. Bring it all the way down from there. How about that? Okay. No. This could be better. We could finesse this end a little bit more. Not bad. Okay. So then here, if we come out at a 45 degree angle at like 56 or so, curve that till it's about 100. Bring it down some. Do something similar here. Right, and then we rotate this. Because now I can come down this road and get, if I upgrade this to a 3-lane, and let's turn back on just all of this, I can now scoot over and get off the highway and go this direction. Or I can go the other. Yeah, that's right. Now, I think we do need to fix this connection here. We can make that look a little bit nicer. So we go from here to here. We now have a decent connection coming off here. And then we have a decent connection going this way. It's not ideal having this like interchange in this way because it does create extra tension points, but, or crossover points, but we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Let's upgrade both of these into 3 lanes, which for some reason like it doesn't work and then it does work. Like, I don't understand why the game is doing this. So this guy needs to be able to get over to the left, which I think we could do that by having this exit come under and then maybe over and in. But then I don't know what we do with the other one yet, and we're going to figure that out in a second. So let's keep anarchy off if possible. We're going to leverage the exit we already have. Send this straight on through. Can we do something like that? Like, is that even real? If I were to bring this down, or better yet, yeah, let's do this. So let's take this exit and send this exit kind of right next to the highway that we already have built. Although there are pillars right there. Really what we want to do is we want to get it to go right here. Okay, so then if we could take this road, connect it up and in. It's not pretty though. That'll do. All right, upgrade this guy here into 2 lanes. Works for me. Then we grab this one laner. Anarchy is off. It's got to go up at least 7.5. We could send it here. And then connect it right on in. And then this here could be upgraded to have 2 lanes just for a little bit, and then they would merge together. Yeah. Okay, so now if I'm going this way, I can go left, boom, or right. This is the only way that's left, because this can go left, but it can't go right, whereas this one can go left or right, and this one can go left or right. So you can go left. Now you guys here need to be able to go here. Look, I didn't say it was a pretty interchange, but it is an interchange. I mean, I guess that could go like that, but like that is such a small little area. I don't know. I don't like what we've done. I'm not a fan of this. For now, we're missing the exit that would take you down this way and over this direction, which is okay because we are going to connect this up as well. So I think that we can let that be something that happens with this interchange instead. So back both of these up. For the sake of just moving on, let's grab these 1-lane roads, elevate them to, just turn everything on actually, and send this down to, basically I'm going to send it straight on over. Here's ground level. Pretty minimal grade change here. So we're going to send this to here. Then I got to get these connected into here. And I think the simplest way is going to be to just connect them like they would be if they fed right into the sky. Like if I brought this out to here and then we went just like this. So right here. And then can we just connect this right in like so? We can. Okay. Okay. Now I do think what I want to do is I want to upgrade these so that they are at least 2 lanes. If we turn everything back on, how easy is that? Pretty straightforward so far. Upgrade this to 2, 2, 2. Upgrade this to 2. And upgrade this to 2. So now I'll have, I actually think maybe this right here could just be where we place a pre-made one. Because it doesn't have to be anything crazy, like so. Yeah. Yep. This is only a 2-lane road. So it's already going to be getting some type of upgrade here because this is nothing. I think what we do is we maybe keep it a 4-lane. Great, so now this has all been reconnected. Oop, autosave, which gives us some... We'll see how this goes. I will say there's never been a ton of traffic on this highway. Maybe that will change with the addition of an airport. but I think that having this be kind of a loop here allows me to forego needing the extra connection over here. This is just a poor interchange. I need to rework this because I hate that we've got this crossover right over here. But for now, this will do just fine in getting people to the airport. Now, we need to get water and power over to here because there is nothing over here. For that to happen... Ooh, wait, and we also need an entrance. We're not even done yet. So, let's go back here to our one-way roads, and let's grab this tool here. Go out, go up, and go in. You know what? No. Back that up a bit. Go out, go up, and go in. Or go... Oops. Okay. Out, up, in. How do we like that connection? I'm fine with that. Now, we need to make the same changes here. So we've got to remove crosswalks, crosswalks, crosswalks. I also think we remove the light. And I think we make it very clear you can't turn there. Double line road. Boom. So now we've got this extra exit that you can take to get in. But this is a dedicated one lane or one direction, one way road. Do we need this here? Again, I don't know if we do. Like, I don't want all these crosswalks around because... I guess here can be a crosswalk and here could be... Well, here I don't want a crosswalk. But I guess we do need one. Okay. You can have a crosswalk. That way people can walk along this road if they so choose. They really shouldn't be, but if they do, there's a way for them to do that. We need to get this water and power. So let's bring in our pipes right here underneath the highway. We can even do continuous curve with these and make them look a little bit nicer. Turn everything else off. Turn everything else back on. And they're now reconnected up, which is great. Now it's got water, or sewage and water. Now for power, I think we just take a line from here. From this corner point here, we go straight on out. And at this point, we actually raise it up one. So it becomes a really big power line. Can we keep it at a 180 at any point? We can, right there. It's technically overlapping, but if we anarchy it in here, then we can go back down to normal. Send it along the back side of this highway. I do think I want some type of road coming along maybe along the back of the airport. What if I put a road straight on out like this? Or better yet, maybe this road is just an alleyway. Narrow 2-lane road, yeah. It gives us some more connections here, which is all well and good. But what the real purpose of this road is going to be is this is just going to be like a service or like utility road. So this road will come all the way along here. Interesting. See, I can't put a road there because it would intersect with the plains. But this here is it's just a service road, just a utility road. Not meant to be anything useful to most people. This is technically a highway right now. This might actually... You know what? That's my last change here. But this is no longer a highway. At this point, this does become this 4-lane road. I think we do one without any option to cross over. Let's try to get here to the middle, and then we'll curve it in. And then from here, we do these 2 highway connections. So we'll go 1, 2, and we'll go 1, 2. But then that gives us a place to connect this service road into. So if our train line comes here, maybe goes over this section of road, this service road, can we get that 90? Yeah, it could come straight out of there to here. So I'm fine with that. Just gives us, again, a bit more place to build some services for our people. I think this we're just going to cap off like this. Why not? Okay, so that is the airport. We now have a service road connecting back here, which gives us a place to put a transformer. This area back here, I think, could be a great place for a transformer, because instead of having the lines come along this side, which is in the way of where the planes are taking off, I think we actually move this, turn anarchy back on, delete this line, delete this line, delete this line. I think we move it so that the line comes across here and stays out of the way of where the planes are. So let's see. Grab this guy, send it up 1. I like the size of the change in the height of these towers. Like the regular one, it's cute, but if we go to the bigger one, it looks so much better. Especially when crossing over a river. I think it looks way nicer. All right, let's send this essentially just straight on across. It's technically inside of the train station, which we don't want. That's fine. It's an industrial area for now. Okay, so now it has got water, it's got power, it's got sewage. That took way too long to get this road set up. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can also, while that guy is doing its thing, let's see if we can get this train connected up. So we do have a train over here, but it's not a cargo train. Right here is our cargo train. What I'd like to see, what I would like to see is the cargo train. If this comes across here, maybe along the side of the highway, can this take any upgrades that give it? No, it's a terminal, so it doesn't go anywhere else. I think we send the train line along here, right through the center of this area. Because this is... Ooh. This is a challenge. All this is business, and I wouldn't want to ruin all that business. And I can't just pick up and move this building. Like, I'm not able to... Like, I can move this building. This, I can just change the... kind of like the district tool around the building. All right, another option. Here, we're elevated. We could send the train line through here, bring it down, send it over and through this way. All right, let's try that. Ooh, it's a little different. We're gonna try it out. Can I fit a two-way through here? We think. Looks like I could. Oh, anarchy's on. Ha 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 ha. That's why. I don't think I can through here. I could fit a one-lane, a two-way one-lane road. So we could take... There's nothing built over here. So what we could do is... What's the height of this, do we think? Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let's take this height. We're going to go from here, and we're going to take it straight on down to the ground. What's the grade there? -4? Fine with that. I want to keep it as close to -4 as I can. Right there is good. Then, for this particular farm, we are going to need to reduce your service area. Hopefully, that will be enough. For this farm, we are going to reduce your service area a little bit more substantially. And for that, I'm sorry. But all of this is going to be pulled back. Now, we take our train track it does go underneath. And all through here, it'll be relatively slow. So I think we should be okay. Turn off the grid. Yeah, that's what's really tripping me up. Can we get this to go through? It's too small. They won't let me do the intersections. Oh, I wanted it to go right through there. Okay, so then I think we change this. Remove this road. Do a 2-lane road along here, along the front. Come over here. Change the land we gave to this particular property. We're just going to buy up a little land here. Sorry, we need the space. If I can avoid destroying any buildings, that's what I would like to do. I don't know how possible that's going to be, but we're going to try. I do think I need to get rid of this farm and rebuild it. Sorry, you have to go. Yeah, you're going to go. Because then what I would like to do here is actually say, screw this going downhill. Let's send a train track. I think I could maybe get away with this if it was elevated the whole way through. Like, all it's hitting is a little bit of farm over here. So here, let's do this. Scooch this back just a bit. Scooch this back just a bit. There's clearly 2 grid squares here. We should be able to turn off snap to the side of a building. Let's make sure we like the height we're at, which I think I do. We'll go up even one more. Send this straight across. We're also going to send it straight across here as well. So this actually needs to get just a tiny, tiny bit smaller. I'll say I'd love to move that without destroying that barn. So that was good. Reconnecting to this. If I build here, it does work. Does that send that up a little bit? It does. So I think if we're going to have to send that up a little bit. Let's do it right. Nice and smooth. Okay. Then, starting here, let's keep it under 4 degrees going down if we can. Where's that 180? Right there? You can't do that there? Well, you know what? We got rid of that farm, so there's no reason that you have to look nice. So this can now go right here, kind of along the side of the road. Just like this. Yep. And then we can reconnect all this up. So this is going to go straight along here. This can come straight through, I would think. It cannot. Okay, so we just move that point. So instead of this being here, I think we send it to here. Right, boom, that's now reconnected up. I can then take this farm that we took previous road from, or previous land from, and expand it at least a little bit, you know? All right, good enough. So that gives me an extra farm piece there. It also potentially means that what we could do is connect this road to this road here and reduce this farm a little bit, but we'll get to that in a moment here. Let's now go ahead and connect one lane, two-way roads. I think if we curve them, all right, we got to go kind of, we got to go up for this. So hold on, let's see. Does that change anything for me? Okay, if I were to take this and go like this, we're overlapping something. We're going to anarchy it because I know I anarchied in that bridge originally, so there's going to be some difficulties here. If I turn anarchy off, this side works because I didn't do the same mistakes with that. Okay, so now we've got a connection point that could send you over this elevated train line, which then, as quickly as we possibly can, we do come back down to the ground. We then send this train line along the side of this road here, at which point I think it begins to, it's got to connect to here. So I think let's start from the opposing side and see where we end up. That will determine what we do next. This is going to be a 2-lane train track, which if we have this, if we have our guidelines on our contour lines, we can see that we go down a little bit, but it's pretty gradual. So I think what needs to happen is this is going to have to go up and over. And if we got to 8.5, we're still under a 4% change in height, or change in grade, excuse me. Here we can get this as close to 0 as possible. I like that. We go right on over. I mean, if I just took this and we just went straight with it, would that be absurd? Because what I do know is that we're going to need get as close to 0 as we can. Technically, as close to 0 as we can is 23.75 meters in the air. That's too high. So let's keep it under 4. What do we get to? 3.75. There we go. It's at 4. I'm fine with it at 4. I would need this to cross over this road. With that bridge that's now crossed over that road, back all this up. And then can I just connect this to here and call it a day? 1.9. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Then I say we back this up just a bit. Get this to go to right here. And then begin to come down. Again, we want to keep it below -4 as much as I can. It's an arbitrary number I've decided. So back this up as well. Go from here. Go straight to here. 3.6. And anarchy is off for that. Then it's going to be obnoxious But I think if we can, where can we pull a road out? Right here? I think we pull a road straight on out here. I think we then take that road and we send it straight along here. And that's where the connection point is. It removes a crossover. And I think we then can send this road straight on through from here. Why not? Why not? So that gives that better connection, which means we can put back in zoning, industrial, nope, we want specialized. We can put back in the forestry industry we had previously removed from this section. So now we did not make any major impacts to this area. We did lose a level 5, but now that level 5 is back. And we have connections that lead over into the airport. So the airport has the ability to have cargo, and it has the ability to have traffic and planes, etc. We don't have any lines in use. We have all these upgrades. Employees, comfort, storage, efficiency. We'll see what happens. I mean, lines. Oh, we need a line. That's why. Okay, so passenger airplane. I guess we just take this and we connect it to here. And then we send it back again. And then we do another one where we go from here to here and then back again. And then there's another airplane. Okay, so then we do a third one. I almost was about to sit here and be like, it's not working. It's because I didn't connect it up. Send that to here. Send this to here. Then for cargo, we could go from here out to here and back in again. And then we could do another cargo ship or another cargo plane from here out to here and then back again. Bam. So now we've got 5 lines, which is going to put some of our vehicles into use. Amazing. Then we need to think about our cargo also getting the same level of connection. If I go to this train and I go to this cargo and say we had this cargo line coming this way over here and then went back out again, I think that's perfect. We don't really have another cargo connection just yet, but eventually I think we have a cargo station here. There's no reason we couldn't figure out a way to get that hub to connect in as well and send another train line over along these houses. We have to do a little eminent domain here, send it across the river, send it over around the airport and connect it right up and in right here. Ooh, that would look great. We have a plane. There's no passengers on it. There's no passengers on that one either, but we have planes. Doesn't mean anyone's going to use them. There's no passengers waiting, but we've got them. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, no. That should never happen. Why are you on each other's tail like that? Are you both cargo, though? Yeah, you're cargo. You're holding nothing. You've got 80 tons. We're storing nothing so far. Man, you guys should not really be flying that close. Before we wrap up, let's go check on our boats. What you got going on? 7 people, 7 people and 2 pets. Who do we have waiting over here? Anybody? Passengers waiting, 53. So people are enjoying leaving from here and going over to the other side, which is great. It's also hopefully helping alleviate some of the pressure on our highway network. Oh my gosh. And now the train is going. And yes, this was waiting right in this loading spot. Oh, I love that. I love that. Let's watch this train go. And once we pull into the station or the plane, the airport, then I think we're going to call this episode done. A little bit more, it's not exactly complete, the airport, but we finally have an airport. So I'm curious to see if this makes any significant changes to our city. This guy has a little bit of cargo. I wish I had more. I love that this goes over that road. That's so fun. We've got some decent usage here, but so far, even with the slowdown, nothing too crazy traffic-wise. We'll have to keep an eye out on that. That might change with time. We have 2 cargo planes here right now. And let's switch back into this view. You have 247 tons of unsorted mail and beverages. Do you have anything else? And boom. Oh, I clicked off it. 110 tons of beverages. Oh, so you gave out all the mail. That's great. And what are you leaving with? Nothing. Okay. All right. So all this seems to be working great and we are moving and grooving. In the next part, what I want to focus on is taking just a little bit of time to do some zoning and to work on our capital city. So we might not come back to the airport immediately, but in between parts, I am going to do a little bit of detail work and just see if I can make this look a little bit nicer. So when you next see the airport, it's not going to look like this. It's going to look a little bit better. But for now, and I might even switch this interchange to be honest, because this is something else. But for now, let me know what you think of adding this airport in over here and having it have this almost like a ring road. I guess it technically is. You could just drive in circles. But it's far enough away. I think this gives us a decent place to begin expanding some additional suburbs around the airport and tying in this city to this other section of the map that we have not yet really dealt with. But that is where we're going to leave this part here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.